folks at home, you guys ready? Let's go. All right, give me 1 second. I'm about to make a tweet. And then I will make a community post. And then we will start talking about the game. Oh God. All right. I'll just hit play on this footage. We'll probably go back and I'm going to want to scrub through and stuff like that, but for now I'll just let it run while I post links and stuff like that. All right. Live now. And then I make a community post. And let me put an image. Bada boom. And a link. Okay. Posted. All right. How we doing in chat? How are we doing? So yeah, basically the format is you guys can ask me whatever you want in chat. I will do my best to answer your questions. There are lots of things I'm not allowed to talk about, so let me cover those real quick. I cannot talk about any characters other than the 3 characters on screen. Ari, Darius, and Echo. I cannot talk about any of the other characters. They have said officially they will be showing the 4th character at EVO, but I cannot say who it is. But if you guys want to like speculate, if you want to be like, hey, what League characters do you think would be cool in Project L? I can definitely talk about that kind of thing. But if you ask me, you know, is Poppy in Project L? Blink twice if Poppy's in Project L. I cannot engage with any questions like that. There's no release date, guys. So I can't discuss when the game will be coming out. I would imagine the game is probably a good ways away because we have seen 3 characters, and I believe currently the last I heard there's supposed to be 14 characters. Is that true? Did they release a blog about this? Hold on, let me see. Project L blog. It's my I saw an image that had 12 characters on it. So let me see if that's. Is it in introducing duo play? No, that's a video. Or did I say 12? I mean 14. I saw something on YouTube saying that there would be 14. So assuming there's going to be 14 characters, we've only seen 3 of them. I would imagine the game is still decently far away. I don't know how far. I don't know if it's going to be 1 year, if it's going to be 5 years. I have no clue. I doubt it'll be 5 years, but I don't know. All right. Let me start reading some of these questions here. Does the roster have a ninja? Well, there's only 3 characters. It's Echo, Ari, and Darius. I don't think any of those are ninjas, so no. Does it have a confirmed release date? No. Is it going to be free to play? Yes. It is confirmed to be a live service free to play game. So they are not going to be releasing Project L 2. They are not going to be releasing Project L Arcade Edition. They are going to be continuously adding characters to Project L for the foreseeable future. Like the same thing they do with League and Valorant. Is the main mode duo plus solo, not one or the other? That is correct. This is subject to change as far as I know. But the way the game works right now, you can queue up by yourself or you can queue up with 2 people. And you can be matched up against 1 person or you can be matched up against 2 people. So the way the game works right now is straight up. You can play by yourself or with a friend and it's all the same pool. I don't know. In the final game, they might end up having separate queues for ranked or something, because that's how League works too, right? Like League has like a solo queue, a duo queue, and a full stack queue, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up being in the final game, but I don't know. The way it works right now is there's just one mode. There's just one way to play the game, and you just decide, do you want to play with a friend or not? Do I know anything about the other characters outside of these three? I do know, but I am not allowed to talk about it. Sorry. But the fourth character will be shown at EVO. In the 2v2 mode, does the second player control when they assist? Or does the point control the assist? So you call yourself as an assist, but the point player decides when to tag. So you can't force yourself to become the point character. So basically, you like the point character can be doing a combo and you call the assist during the combo, and then the point character can go, okay, time to tag in. So there definitely needs to be some communication for when to tag. But yeah, you can break if they're doing a combo and you call the assist at a bad time, you can break the combo. So you have to be on point with it. All right, what else we got? What else? What's the release date for Marvel 4? When did MVCI come out? 2017 or something? That's when it is. Did I get to try other characters? I probably shouldn't even discuss. I can't really say anything about other characters. Will they add a 1v1 mode? I highly, highly doubt it. If we're talking about like no assists, I would say 0% chance there will be a 1v1 mode. Like a mode where you don't pick two characters, I mean. No, I don't think that'll be in the game. No way. The new character's name is Cannot. True. Do I play League? I played League for, I don't know, about 5 years. Probably less than that. Probably about 3 years I played League pretty regularly. Around like 2014. But I haven't played in a while. I find it's pretty hard to get back into after you take a long time off. Did Sonic Fox discover a TOD? I don't know if I saw Sonic Fox do a TOD, but I definitely saw like 80+%. But I think they're gonna patch it. Sonic Fox was doing a combo that was like very unscaled. It was like 5 hits and like none of them scaled. It was basically like special move, assist, special move, assist. I can't talk about details because it involves unreleased characters, but yeah, Sonic Fox was doing a combo like that, and it did like 80%. So I think that will not be in the final game. I think that was some kind of issue with scaling not being coded correctly. But yeah, so I didn't see a TOD, but I did see a large amount of damage from Sonic Fox. All right, what else? 14 slots on the website. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I'm like scrolled way up in the chat. Am I a boy or a girl? I am a man. Did they talk about their decision to exclude DHC? Not really. So if you guys don't know, DHC is one of these things. So these are called fuses. And it's like your groove, basically. You pick it after you pick your characters, and they give you a unique benefit. So there's a DHC fuse where you can do a super and then do a super with your next character. You don't normally have access to that. It's only if you pick the fuse. There's also double assist fuse, double tag fuse, and then there's like a comeback mechanic fuse. There's probably going to be more, I would guess. I don't know if they're going to have just 4 in the final game. I would guess there's going to be more, but who knows? So no, they didn't talk about why DHC is a fuse and not just always having it. My guess would be because it would be too easy to kill people. I think DHC being locked behind a fuse, the intent is that DHC will probably enable Touch of Death. If you do a level 1 into level 2, I have a feeling that's probably the best way to get a Touch of Death. So I think they probably don't want everyone to have access to that. They want you to have to sacrifice utility by picking the fuse. Favorite character out of the 3? I think in terms of like how cool I think the character is, it's probably Echo. Echo is really, really cool and really unique. And like really complex. And I don't think I've ever seen a fighting game character who can do that whole time rewind thing. So in terms of how cool I think they are, I think it's Echo. But in terms of like how successful I was in playing them, it was Darius. Darius like instantly clicked. He instantly felt easy and fun to use. And Darius was literally the only character that I could beat the testers with. I don't think I ever took games off the testers, but I could kill characters with Darius. I could take characters. With the other characters, I didn't stand a chance against the testers. So yeah, Darius, he's pretty straightforward. You know, he's a big body, but he's very satisfying to play, and you can learn him really quickly. So I'll try to point out some of the things that Darius can do. So that move right there is really good. So he can do it on the ground or in the air. It enables combos. And here's the crazy thing about this move. I don't know if they've talked about this. I also don't know if this is going to change. But that move, if you block it, you do not have access to defensive options. Hold on. I gotta figure out what this move is called. Hold on. I have move names written down somewhere. Let me see. Oops, I accidentally just joined a Discord chat. Okay. What is that move called? It is called Apprehend. So Apprehend is the move where he like grabs you with the axe and he like pulls you in. And so that move is crazy because if you block it, you cannot push block. And you cannot do evasive guard. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but there's two kinds of push block in the game. There's push block, which costs a meter and it sends them full screen. And then there's, I think it's called like defensive guard or evasive guard or something. I think he just did it, so I'll be able to show you. Hold on, let me look up what that's called. It is called retreating guard. So if you hold back and press light plus medium, you get a retreating guard, which is free. It doesn't cost anything. If you push forward and press both buttons, you get push block, which sends them all the way full screen, but it costs a meter. So he did it right there. You see how he moved back and there were like blue streaks? That's retreating guard. So retreating guard is worse than push block because it doesn't give you as much space. Boom, you see how he scooted back? So it doesn't give you as much space as push block and it loses to lows. You're free to lows during retreating guard. So it's weaker than push block, but it's free. You can do it anytime you block something. Whereas push block costs 1 meter. So anyway, Darius, Apprehend cannot be push blocked. And then it has follow-ups where he can mix you up. So that move is like just instantly ridiculously good. I don't know if they're going to nerf it or if we just need more time to figure out how to deal with it. Do 2 players in the same team need to be on a different platform or can it be couch co-op? So the way we were playing, everything was couch co-op. We didn't play anything online. We were only playing with each other, like next to each other. So I don't know what it'll be in the final game, but I have to imagine you'll be able to play with your friend on the same TV and queue up online. It would be ridiculous if that wasn't in the game. So I'm sure that'll be in the game. Can you call an assist if a character dies? Okay, so this is actually a big mechanic in the game. So there is a comeback mechanic in the game. It requires a dead character and for you to be below 50% HP with your remaining character. And you can basically call like a super assist. So you see how this has a timer here? So once this timer ticks down, he can call basically like a powered up assist. I don't actually know if they do it in this video. But yeah, it says last stand ready. So that's what last stand is. It's like a comeback mechanic. So they come in and they do a super powerful assist. But normally an assist has 3 seconds of cooldown, but last stand has 10 seconds of cooldown. So it takes a long time in between calling it. And now he has last stand ready as well. Oh yeah, so he does do it here. So he calls last stand with Echo, which is like the boomerang projectile. So yeah, that is a comeback mechanic. And you can see 10-second cooldown. So really long cooldown on last stand. In 1v1, are there still fuses? Yes. So keep in mind, there's no 1v1 mode where you only play one character, right? If you're playing 1v1, you're still controlling a team. It's just, is one person controlling the team or is one person controlling each character? So yeah. What if your two friends are in totally different ranks? I have no clue. I imagine it'll be however they deal with that in League. I'm sure that's how they'll deal with that in this, because that's a thing in League too. Yeah, so Sajam said they got to try a bunch of characters. Some were not finished, some were closer to finished. I don't know if he said how many. Yes, that is true. They showed us several characters that are very unfinished, so that's why they're not ready to show them yet. But yeah. Are there benefits to playing duo versus just solo? So this was something that we actually talked about with them a lot when we were giving feedback. Is I think pretty much all the players felt that solo is stronger. I think we pretty much all felt that way. And the top, so if you guys didn't know this, I'm sure other creators have talked about this. We actually did a tournament. On the last day we were there, we did a tournament. Sonic Fox won. Justin Wong got second. And yeah, so the top two were solo. There were duos in the tournament, like Romola and Kizzy teamed up. I think Alex Valle and Smug teamed up. So there were duos, but yeah, the top two were solo, which I think tracks. I think we all pretty much felt that solo was stronger. So they discussed their how they feel about it, you know, because they do want solo and duo to be able to fight each other and have it be balanced. So they've discussed, like, basically they don't want to do anything that's just like, oh, if you play with a teammate, you get like a 10% damage buff, right? Like, they don't want to do that. They are very, very opposed to doing that, which I think makes sense. Like, then it feels bad to play by yourself, right? It feels like you're not playing the real game. So they don't really want to do anything like that. So if there are going to be advantages to make up for the fact that solo is better, because it's obvious that solo would be better, right? Because you have more precise control over when you call your assists, so it's easier to hit tight combos. It's a lot easier to screw stuff up when you're relying on communicating with a teammate. So it makes sense that solo would be better, right? So if they're gonna try to make duo have some way of like being as good, they want to do it in like a subtle and natural way. So there is an example. I can't talk about it because it's for an unreleased character, but let's just say, imagine if you will, there was a character in the game who had a super that you can control. So an example would be like Roll in Marvel 2. She can turn into a car and then you can drive the car around, right? Imagine, if you will, that existed in Project L. So if you're playing solo and you call in the car and then you tag out, you lose control of the car, right? You lose control of Roll because you're now controlling the point character. But theoretically, if you were playing with two people, what if your teammate could continue to control their car while you're doing stuff as a point character, right? Imagine if that's how it worked, right? So stuff like that in the game could be like minor advantages to playing with a real teammate that are not like so overwhelming that it feels like you can't succeed if you're playing by yourself. So that's where they want to aim. They want there to be some edge cases where playing as a teammate is better, but they want it to be viable so that teammate and solo are both on equal footing. So yeah, I think everyone pretty much agrees that solo is better, but yeah, they're looking into it. They don't know what they're going to do. And it might just end up that solo is always better and they have to do like separate queues or something, or separate tournaments for 2v2. That might end up being what happens, but yeah, the goal is that they want solo and duo to be equally viable. All right, I'm gonna scroll through a bunch. I'm way behind on questions. Is there a Roman cancel like mechanic? So the only thing like that is there is one fuse. It's the comeback mechanic fuse. When you get low on life, you get a passive damage buff and you get one dash cancel. So you can dash cancel one time, which is kind of like a Roman cancel. So that's the only Roman cancel type mechanic in the game right now. Will there be separate ranks for each character? We don't know. They were not really ready to talk about anything for online. We're pretty much just talking about like the gameplay. Darius looks like he can do TODs easily. I don't think anyone had TODs with Darius, but yeah, he's definitely really damaging. And the other thing about Darius is that he can make you bleed, and while you bleed, you take You take chip damage from normals, which is really, really good. Have they talked about the monetization of the game? Oh god, my chat window just scrolled way down. I lost where I am. Sorry, I lost the question I was looking at, but basically monetization. They haven't really talked about it, but I would imagine it's going to be like League. So I would imagine that you can buy characters with free currency or real currency, and that you can buy skins with real currency. That's what I would guess, but they're not really talking about that yet. Does it have a spark mechanic or a combo breaker mechanic? It does have a burst. So this meter is burst. You start the round with it full, and then it slowly drains after you use it. Or you start the match with it, I should say. It doesn't refill between rounds automatically. So yeah, you have burst. And what's interesting is the teammate is the one that bursts. So if you're playing with a real teammate, they're the ones who have to burst to save you. And it can be baited. If the burst is blocked, you do get a full punish. So it's pretty similar to like Guilty Gear Burst, I would say. And theoretically, it can be used offensively, but it doesn't give you meter or anything like a gold burst in Guilty Gear. But theoretically, there are offensive applications of it as well. We just didn't really figure anything out. Arcade or story mode? No, sorry, we don't know anything about that. They didn't tell us about that. Does Darius have jiggle physics? Certainly. No, I'm reading YouTube chat. I'm not on Twitch, but I'm reading YouTube chat. It's just that I keep getting on tangents, so I'm like way scrolled up in the chat. Sorry. Can you dynamic save after apprehend? Like burst? Probably. You can probably burst, but I would rather not burst unless I'm in a combo, you know? Is it really good or is it just paid promotion? Well, I'm not paid. I've gotten no money from Riot, so you can rest easy on that. But obviously, you know, I think that there are subtle biases. If you're given individual attention from a developer, of course you're more likely to say the game is good and stuff, and they invite you to their office and stuff. So obviously, you know, I'm sure there are biases in play, but I really did think that the game was really fun. All right. How smooth does it feel to play? I think it feels very smooth. The movement in particular, I think is really good. There's wave dashing and you can wave dash backwards as well. And there's running. So that's pretty interesting, right? So Ari just ran, right? So it's pretty interesting that you can run or you can wave dash. See, so she's running right there. So if you just double tap forward and hold it, you run. But if you like dash, then crouch, then dash, then crouch, you wave dash. So wave dashing is generally faster, but obviously running is easier. So I don't know if there are any situations where running is like strictly better. But yeah, what were the wake up and tech options like? So there is, I believe, 4-way tech in the air, just like Dragon Ball, and you hold the button to tech, just like Dragon Ball. On the ground, I don't actually know if there's back roll or anything. It didn't seem like it, but there is like ground tech to get up. And there's a universal wake up move. If you press special while you're getting up, you will do like a little stubby wake up normal or wake up special that is invincible. So everybody has an invincible reversal and it's universal. It's just press special while waking up. I have a feeling they might rework this system. They didn't feel very satisfying and it's a little bit hard to tell like why you got hit by them. So I have a feeling they might rework the universal wake up attack, but I'm not sure. That's how the game works right now. If you press any special button while waking up, your character will do like a little attack that is invincible, and everyone can do that. Other than that, there's no invincible moves in the game other than super. Darius has an armored move. His down plus special 2, I think, is armored. Darius is the only character in the game with an armored move right now. Is Last Stand stronger than a regular assist? Yes, it's much stronger. I don't remember what all the last stand. Oh yeah, like Darius last stand. I think he like does like a huge axe swing that fills up a lot of the screen, which normally his assists are just an elbow charge or apprehend. Okay. Will there be physical copies? Isn't this a free game? I doubt there will be physical copies. I don't know. Did League ever do a physical box? I highly doubt it. It's a free to play game, so yeah, I think you'll just download it. If you play 1v1, will you still have access to Combo Breaker? Now, guys, I feel like I need to clarify again. When we say 1v1, are we talking about like one player controlling both characters? Because in that case, yes. But if you're asking, is there a mode where you play as one character? That's not in the game. It's always playing a team. But yeah, if you're playing both characters yourself, you burst yourself. But if you're playing, like, one person plays each character, then the person in the back is in charge of bursting. Grabs are 2 buttons. Medium plus heavy is grab. Yeah, so that super is pretty similar to Darius's last stand, actually. Oh, and that move he did right before it was his armor move, I think. Let's see. Yeah. That I believe that's his armored attack. Down plus special 2. Okay, how do assists work? Can you use them however you want, or do they have rules? So you can call them at pretty much every time. Pretty much any time. So it's not like Marvel where you can't use them while super jumping, or you can't use them while doing specials. No, you can pretty much do them at any time. As far as I know, the only time you can't do them is if you're being hit or blocking. But as long as you have control of your character, I think you should be able to assist. Is there a photo of all the moves and special moves that you can look up? Unfortunately, no. But I believe they will probably be releasing something like that. But they haven't yet. What's punishing about 2v1? Well, it's just that playing both characters yourself, I think, is just more optimal. You know? Because there's less likelihood of messing up, and you can do harder combos because you can control it more precisely. Okay, let's see. How many characters are we talking about today? I can only talk about 3. I can only talk about these 3. Any Guilty Gear like characters? I think the game is pretty inspired by Guilty Gear in a lot of ways. Like Ari, for example, she has like box jumping or box dashing, like horizontal air dashing. That feels fairly like older Guilty Gear games before they added like the weird glyph thing in Strive. JM leaked Annie? No, guys. I'm speaking purely in hypotheticals. Is there a grappler in the game? Not currently. Darius has a command throw, but he can only do it as a follow-up to apprehend. So he can't just grab you whenever he wants. So Darius is more like the Hulk or something than a grappler. He's like an armor brawler. All right. Is there a block button or do you hold back? You hold back. Which characters do I think will be added from the League roster? So there was actually a popularity poll, right? Let me see. League character popularity poll. So there was a League character popularity poll that someone showed me a long time ago. Was it on here? And I think a lot of the ones that have been shown already. Oh, actually, no way. None of the characters in the game are on here. Never mind. I was going to say, I have a feeling that the characters in Project L will be the more popular characters. But actually, Ari, Echo, and Darius aren't on this top 10. So who knows? But I guess they have shown images of Jinx before. So she might end up in the final game. I have a feeling that the popular characters will probably be more likely to be in. That's my assumption. I don't know who some of these are. I don't know who Zeri is. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. I have a feeling that it'll probably be the most popular characters. All right. Next match. Did they show any other stages? So we saw 3 stages, one of which was not complete. And I think we've seen the other one, right? Surely we've seen the other one, right? I thought we had seen the other one in footage. But maybe we haven't. Anyway, yeah, they had one other completed stage to show. Oh, yeah. Here we can see it. This video shows the other stage that was done.
Allow is now live.
Yeah, this stage. By the way, I'm not Alawi does not exist in the game that I'm talking about today. And neither does Jinx. These 2 characters on screen do not exist. I have no knowledge of what we're seeing right now, but I do know that this stage was in the build that we played. Hopefully I'm allowed to say that. Because, I mean, guys... Wait, actually, was it this stage? I think it was. Anyway, we saw 2 completed stages. I think this was the second one. But maybe they changed it. This other stage looked more green than this, I thought. Anyway, maybe I'm not allowed to talk about that. I got to try not to get in trouble here. Any characters I wish were in the game? Oh, yeah. So my probably most wanted character, I feel bad because I feel like anyone I say, I'm kind of confirming that they're not in the game, right? Or that I haven't played them. So maybe I shouldn't say anything. I feel like anything I say, it's like, oh, confirmation that... Because I wouldn't say whoever the 4th character is going to be. Like, I would never say that because it would be too on the nose. So maybe I shouldn't say. All right, I'll just rattle off a few. Annie and Tibbers would be awesome. Teemo would be awesome. Zed would be awesome. I would love Yumi. I know that sounds crazy, but if they could figure out a way to make Yumi work, I would love to see that, where you're like an assist the whole time. I would love that. Those are just some ideas. I would love Thresh. Make him like a ranged grappler, or make him like Ghost Rider. Like a normal zoner. I would love something like that. There are a lot of characters. Does the game have a name? You know, I really thought that they were gonna tell us the real name. I really thought. I was like, bro, they're gonna save that for like the big reveal at the end. They're gonna be like, and we're ready to tell you the final name of the game. But they didn't. I'm not lying to you. I'm not just saying this because I signed an NDA. They literally didn't tell us the name. They said that they think they know what the game will be, but they didn't tell us. It's still Project L. Project L will not be the final name, but yeah, they did not tell us the name, which is crazy. Is Darius the new Marissa? I think he's the new Hulk, man. To be honest, like everything about Darius reminds me of Hulk. Like he has armor, he has like half screen normals. I guess Marissa has those things too. Darius reminds me a lot of Hulk. Will the demo at EVO be playable to everyone? Yes, but you will probably have to wait in line for a while. But if you're going to be at EVO, definitely try to play. How did the move list look? There was no move list in the build that we played. They gave us printouts. They gave us paper printouts of the characters' moves. But in the game, there was no move list. Obviously, in the final game, there will be a move list. But yeah, we played an early build, so... Yeah, our Arcane characters, I think, seem like safe bets, right? Because Arcane was so popular. And, like, those are a lot of the most popular characters anyway, right? So I would have to imagine that most of... And we already have Echo, right? So I would have to imagine that most of the cast of Arcane will be in. But I cannot say for sure. Oh yeah, Riven would be a sick character. Dude, I like didn't watch that match at all. Hold on, run that back. There's a couple other videos we can watch, by the way. Voice comms option. Well, guys, no online stuff did we get to see. We saw literally 0 online features. So I don't know anything about anything online. We literally only played training mode and local multiplayer. And training mode was not a real training mode. It was just like infinite life and stuff. There was no recording or anything. So it's one button special. So the only input in the game that isn't just a direction plus a button is super. Super is down special. Did they tell us how many characters? So apparently on their website it says 14 characters. Let's see. Hold on. Pause this. Is that real? Someone said on their website it says 14 characters, but where is that? Did they lie? No, I don't want this. I've gone too far. Oh God. No, get me out of here. See us at Evo. Oh, is it because there's 14 squares here? Oh. Is that the only reason why people think there's 14 characters? Because of the number of squares? Is that it? I feel like that doesn't really confirm anything. Is that really the only thing? Because there's 14? Come on. I think that's just web design. I think that's just the number of slots that fit on the web page. I don't know. I wouldn't count on 14. It might be more, it might be less. I'm sure in there's 16 on mobile. See, guys, all I know is that I'm sure in like 10 years there will be 100 characters. That's all I know. Yeah, I mean 14 to 16 sounds right? Like how many were in Street Fighter 4? 16, right? Or not 4, Street Fighter 6, I mean. So, 14 to 16 seems like a good number, but I don't know. I don't know anything about the roster size. I was only saying 14 because I saw on Twitter people said 14 was confirmed. But yeah, I wouldn't really call this confirmed. That's so funny, dude. All right. What's going on here? Oh, this is just the Evo website. Okay, anyway. Hey, 14 is more characters than were in Power Rangers at launch, right? That's so funny. People just counted the slots. Sound effects and voice acting. I thought the voice acting was great. I didn't really have any complaints. The sound effects... Personally, I think the sound effects are a little muted. They don't sound super satisfying to me, but I'm sure they're temp. I'm sure they're not done. Yeah, there's going to be 4 characters playable at Evo. I cannot comment on who the 4th is, but there will be 4 characters at Evo, yeah. The only other UI we got to see... Hold on. The only other UI we got to see was like the character select and then like the like team select thing. So let me find that. Hold on. I'm pretty sure that's in this video, right? I think in this video they show those other screens.
In case you missed it, we just announced duo play for Project L. So go watch that video first. Here's the debut of a full match played by the
Did I have fun as a viewer when watching the tournament? Hell yeah, I did. Especially grand finals. Sonic versus Justin. That was actually really hype. And there was a bracket reset. Justin was playing Darius and Ari, and Sonic Fox was playing Ari and an unnamed character
They're collectively known as maximum
who I'm not allowed to talk about.
Cheer them all on and check it out.
I mean, Orb is always going to be the safer one.
Echo's most complex, Darius is most straightforward. How did Ari play? Ari played like a pretty normal air dasher. Oh, we don't get to see the team thing? Oh, wait, no, we get to see it right here. So yeah, this was the only other screen that we really got to see. So this is where you select your team. And so yeah, straight up, you can put 2 people over here and 1 person over here. You can do 2 and 2. You can do 1 and 1. You can do 1 and 2. So yeah, this is how selecting your team works in local multiplayer. And you just do it. You just find, and then that also determines what position on the team you are, right? So this person starts out on point and this person starts out in the assist. So yeah, this was pretty much the only other screen that we saw. Was there background music? So there was, but I could barely hear it, to be honest. We didn't have headphones. We were just listening on like the TV speakers, so I pretty much could not hear the music at all. Actually, Stagejam didn't commentate the tournament. Pat the Flip actually did, because he's been working on the game, so he knows a lot about it.
Game designer leading the efforts on allowing. On the other team, we have Maxine, aka Max, and Dan, aka Dre.
Oh, and someone asked about health totals. I'm pretty sure everyone has the same health right now.
Cheer them all on and check it out.
I don't know if that's gonna change.
Always going to be the safer one.
Okay.
So just use that unless you're doing like a long ass comp.
Okay. All right. Good luck. Have fun.
If you hit the characters a lot, do they throw up like Street Fighter 2? No, but I throw up playing the game. So yeah, this matchup, I played this matchup a lot. I played this matchup a lot over the course of 2 days. Me as Darius against Ari, because Ari was very popular because she's the only air dasher. So yeah, the nice thing about this is Darius has an armored move. How does charge assist work? Can you choose between assist 1 and assist 2 with a run, or is this a real third assist? I'm not sure I fully understand your question, but basically, if you do back plus assist, you get one of your assists. If you do forward plus assist, you get the other. So everyone has 2 assists. And I don't think every assist can be charged, but a lot can. You hold the button and it will charge it. And I think actually different assists have different effects if charged. So Darius, when you charge his assist, he just runs. So the whole time you're holding assist, he runs. And then when you let go, he does the assist. I don't know if everyone's works like that, or I don't remember. Were there skins on the demo? No. There were different colors. I think there were like 6 colors per character, but it was just one costume. A Yumi fuse that lets you play a buffed up single character with Yumi. I don't think it should be a fuse. I think Yumi should be her own character. I think they should let you pick Yumi, and then you're like the main character is like super buff, and you like just do assist stuff. Did I see characters that haven't revealed yet? Yes, but I cannot talk about them. They had several characters that were like very, very rough, like didn't have very many animations. And they had one other character who is completely done, who is going to be shown at Evo. And then there were a couple others that were like in between. Will the netcode be difficult for 4 people? So they sound very confident about the netcode, because obviously it's GDPO, and they released this blog a while ago about how they're doing, like they're using like the Riot networking to make the match run server side. So I'm confident that the online will be good, but yeah, we'll have to see. We didn't get to play online at all. We only played local, so yeah. All right. Bro, she's so dead, bro. By the way, this assist, I called this the Vegeta assist. When she does like the air, multiple fireballs, I call this the Vegeta assist. It's like Vegeta assist from Dragon Ball Fighters. A lot of people were getting good use out of this assist. And then I think he's actually going to do something here. So I think what you might see here is he has double assist fuse. So I think that's what's about to happen. Yeah. So he just called a second assist, and he even ran Ari forward to do it. So this is some cheap tech right here. So call the assist, And because you have the double assist fuse, you can hold down the assist again. So holding the assist down to make her run forward to get the double assist in range. So this is actually, that's part of the Sonic Fox 80% combo that I mentioned. That was the assist that Sonic Fox used to do like near TOD. Is this coming to all consoles? They're not ready to talk about platforms. But I imagine it'll be on as many things as they can get it on. I don't know. All right. Oh, he was just hitting the assist. Sorry, I keep rewinding and going back, but I'm so interested in what's happening. He's just beating up the assist this whole time. But then Ari gets in, yeah, forcing out the burst, but look at the damage on Echo in the back. Damn. Uh-oh, continuing to yo, Echo! And the super. Oh, but only one hit of the super hit Echo, but Echo is like dead, dude. Bro, Echo! Echo's coming in with no HP. Oh, but you actually keep your red life when you come in? I wonder if that's going to change. I mean, I guess you can't use it for anything, so it doesn't really matter, but... Tips for your first Evo? Stay hydrated. Get lots of sleep. Shower and use deodorant. Get in line to play Project L early, because that line's going to be real long. So, there's an interesting thing about this Darius move. So, I got to look up this move name again. Sorry, I don't know that much about the other characters, to be honest. Darius is the character that I know the best. So, this move's called Decimate. This is his S2. This is his S2. So, if you hit with just the end of this, you apply bleed, and you put them into rolling hit stun. So you can actually combo them when they're rolling like this with their feet up. You can actually combo them. So that's really cheap. So if you can find a way to space it out so that you hit with max range decimate, you can do insane combos, dude. How do you recover red health? I think the only way is to tag, like to have them in the back. As far as I know, that's the only way to recover red health. So yeah, Ari, she has this orb mechanic. So the orbs are basically like a refresh for her. So you can see. Oh, did she throw the orb there? Yeah, so she threw the orb, which basically, I guess it didn't really refresh her air dash in that situation because she had just jumped. But yeah, I think throwing an orb will refresh her air dash, I believe. Or like give you another air action or something like that. So Echo is actually still bleeding from when he got bled as an assist earlier. So I guess that just sticks around if they're not on point. Who did I use as my second character? Or are they not? I used the fourth character, the mysterious fourth character that we're not allowed to talk about, that will be playable at EVO. That was the main team I played. Well, okay, that was one of the main teams I played. Can you force the opponent to tag? No, there is no snapback currently. I don't know if there will be snapback in the final game, but I also don't know like what button would they put it on. Like the buttons are pretty heavily used already. Oh, and by the way, so I talked about that special thing with decimate hitting with just the tip of it. If they have bleed on, you always get that rolling hit stun. So if they have bleed on, you don't even need to space it. You just always get that rolling hit stun. Mechanics similar to Overdrive from BlazBlue. You guys are going to have to remind me what Overdrive does. Overdrive is like X Factor, right? Kind of. There's a fuse that is kind of like that. It's like a passive damage buff comeback mechanic. Will Echo become a threat when people learn him? Oh, absolutely. To be honest, like Sajam's Echo was really good. Sajam was bodying me with Echo. He's just definitely a very complicated character. I want to learn Echo at Evo. I think that's what I'm going to focus on. I'll play Echo Darius. So if my Echo fails, I can bring in Darius to to clean up, you know? That's who I'll play when I play the demo at Evo. After I wait in line. Oh yeah, everyone has air throw, by the way. Oh, it buffs your character specific mechanics? No, there's nothing like that really. So in this game, burst only does burst. So it's not like Guilty Gear where there's like red burst and gold burst. It's not like that. Burst just does burst. I think theoretically you can use burst to extend your combos, but none of us figured out a good way to do it. How different were the Last Stand assists from their normal versions? They're basically completely different. I think the Last Stands might be supers. I think it might be the same as their super, but like less powerful, I think. Yeah, hanging out with everybody was really, really cool. That was probably the best part, to be honest. Oh, okay, so I think he got OTG. Oh yeah, his level 3 OT or his level 2 OTGs. There are no level 3s. Level 2 is the most powerful super. And she's got bleed, so chip is a factor here. Oh, but level 3 killed the assist. Come on, Darius, I believe. No, just kidding. I don't believe. Guys, I can't tell you if the fourth character was someone you already saw. Come on. That would reveal too much. I can't say anything. Early tier list for the content. I actually did one already. Do you guys see my early tier list? Hang on, I got you. That's the tier list. The 100% accurate, factual, alphabetical tier list. Do you know how many people didn't get the joke, man? You know how many people didn't get alphabetical? So, check out the quote tweets, bro. Check out the quote tweets. There's no way that Echo is bad. Some people get the joke. Oh, dude, the the Brazilians found it. Anyway, that was my day one tier list. Did they say anything about guest characters? No, they didn't say anything, but like there's not going to be guest characters, guys. Come on. Or what do you mean like Valorant or something? Or do you mean like Akuma? No, there's not going to be guest characters. There's like 180 league characters or something. They have plenty of good league characters to choose from. Yeah, there will be all 4 characters will be playable at Evo. It would be so sad if there were just 3, right? Yeah, all 4 will be playable. Is there background commentary? You mean like Vicious and James Chen? That is not in the game, but maybe in the final game. There is air blocking, and you can air block ground moves. So it's like Marvel. It's not like I don't know, what's a game where you can't air block ground moves? Like Persona or something? It's not like that. You can air block anything. So super input is down down plus special. So that is the only like special move type input in the game. Is down down plus special to do super. Everything, all your special moves are just forward plus special, back plus special, down plus special. So yeah, down down special 1 is one of your level 1s. Down down special 2 is your other level 1, and then down down both of them is your level 2. So level 2 is the highest. Will the game be good for zoners? It's hard to say right now because none of the 3 characters are zoners, so we'll have to see. But I mean, like, I feel like in every Marvel game, zoning is pretty good, right? So it might end up that way. Is there air push block? I don't think so. I don't believe there's air push block. I actually never tried it. Dude, I wish this video were longer, man. It's almost, they should have made this like a 20-minute video. I know they have to keep us wanting more. Is there an option for traditional inputs? No. Absolutely hell no. No. This is a Smash Brothers input game and always will be. How are throws? Throws felt pretty good to me because the thing is, like, knockdown is really strong. Like knockdown, you have a long time to set up Oki, so throw felt pretty good to me. So red health is just recoverable health. If you tag out, the red health recharges. How do I feel about the speed? I felt pretty good about it. The thing is, like, I think the ground movement, the speed is really, really good. The one thing about the speed is basically that most characters don't have air movement. So, like, when you jump, sometimes, especially, like, with Darius, because he has literally nothing. He has no double jump, no air dash, anything. So, like, sometimes if you jump, it's like, oh, I'm just stuck up here. You feel like you're trapped in a jump for a long-ass time just waiting to get anti-aired. So sometimes it does feel like that. But on the ground, it feels really fast to me because wave dash and back wave dash are really good. Did I play Clockwork? You know, I wanted to, but I don't think we did. I played with Pat the Flip on my team one time. And then I played against Nerd Josh one time. And I played against Yohozi one time too, I think. How likely is it that Magneto or an X-Men character might be in the game or DLC? I can't tell if some of these questions are jokes. Negative 10,000% likelihood. Nah, I don't know what the monetization will be like. I imagine it's going to be just like League. Yeah, you can dash macro without pressing forward, yeah. So that's how wave dash, you'd press light plus medium, down, light plus medium, down. So you don't have to press forward. You just alternate. How many color palettes? I think it was 6 or 8 palettes when we played. It was something like that, but I'm sure it's not final. And we had like a Q&A session, and one of the people at the session suggested customizable color palettes, which of course I love that idea. I don't know if the devs are gonna love that idea because people go troll, make their character like all neon yellow and you can't see what's going on or whatever. So like the developers might not like that idea, but I think it would be cool. Like in some old games, right? Was it like Blaze Blue you could customize your color palettes? There were some games where you could do that, and I thought it was sick. So I would love to see that, but did I get to play with the Riot arcade machines? You know, I could have if I wanted to. They gave us the opportunity to like explore some of the other rooms at Riot, but to be honest, I just wanted to play Project L. I didn't want to do anything but play this, to be honest. So that's pretty much all I did. I played on stick. They asked us before we went, did we want sticks or pads? And then they had them ready so everyone could play on their own thing. So I just played on whatever sticks they had. They were like normal. You like Street Fighter and didn't try Marvel. Do I think this game is likable for you? Yeah, I think this is probably a great first tag game, to be honest. I think this will be, if you're not familiar with assist-based games, I think this is probably a great one to start with. And mechanics, do I think need or should be modified in a certain way? I think there's a bunch of stuff that'll probably be changed. Like I said, I feel like most people didn't really like the wake-up attacks, so I imagine that'll probably be changed. I don't know what else. There was some stuff about like assists. It was always like a little bit unclear, like when I was allowed to call assists. So I think the UI for that could probably be more clear. No, there's no cooldown on specials, but like, you know, obviously moves have recovery. So if you are just like spamming a special move, it can be punished. Character like Nico or Zack being a random character like 11, I doubt they'll do that. I think if they were gonna put Nico or Zack in the game, they would give them their own kit. I don't know. I don't have any reason to believe this, but I just feel like if they were gonna go through the trouble of like putting Nico in the game, I think they would want to give her her own moveset. You know, it'd be more interesting that way.
So we thought we'd check in and let y'all know what's happening with Project L. From the start of this project,
I got to meet Tom Cannon. That was great.
To bring something new to the genre. We're investing in some big ideas.
Did I feel the defensive mechanics were too expensive?
Happy to introduce one of those big
maybe like push block at a full bar is a lot for sure. I rarely used push block because it costs a whole bar, but I think parry at a bar is reasonable. Parry is so strong that if you could do it for free or like do it for cheaper than a bar, it would probably be OP.
So we're building a game where you can play with your friends as well as against them. Let me toss it over to Sean to explain how it works.
We didn't play online. We played training mode and local versus only.
Yeah, I can do that. Okay.
It was great meeting these guys too, by the way. Legends. Legends of the FGC. The green bar is burst meter. So you start with burst available, and then when you use it, it like slowly recharges. How good is parry at punishing range attacks? It's better than you think. If you parry an attack from completely full screen, it doesn't do anything. But if you parry a projectile from mid screen, you actually get a punish, which is crazy. So yeah, it's really good against Echo, because a common Echo thing is like he knocks you down and he sets up a grenade that's gonna like be right on top of you when you wake up. So you can wake up parry actually and punish it. So it's not as real as it looks. So yeah, you have to be unpredictable because parry is pretty strong. Did the wave dashing feel Marvel-like? Yeah, I would say it felt like Marvel 3 wave dashing. Or like Skullgirls 2. Pretty similar. Personally, I gave a feedback that I felt that backwards wave dash was a little too strong. I found myself falling into the pattern of like calling an assist, and then if it didn't hit, I would wave dash back and wait for my assist to come back, which is kind of a boring way to play. So I told them that I thought that assist was a little too good. Can you Daigo parry? Not really, because as soon as you parry the first hit, they would just like get hit by it. Parry basically like hits them. Like if you parry a move, it sends out a shockwave that hits the opponent, and then you can combo them. Will there be a BTS skin? There will probably be a, what's it called? KDA? There will probably be KDA skins. Better idea of what the terrible wake up attack looks like. I'll see if they do it.
Oh, you like that?
I'll see if they do it in any of these videos and I can point it out. It literally, like for example, with Darius, it literally just looks like Darius. He's like on the ground, knocked down, and then he just goes like, huh, and like swings his axe over. It just looks like a normal. It looks like a 5A or something. What current game is it the most like? I would say it plays like a mix between, it's a lot like Power Rangers because of the tag stuff and because it's like a Marvel game with no air dashing except Ari. So it kind of feels like Power Rangers. It also kind of feels like Marvel and Guilty Gear.
Yeah, how long I've been waiting to talk about this. This is Clock.
But yeah, if I see them do a wake up attack, I'll point it out.
Let's get into it. Gameplay works a bit like tag team wrestling. One player controls the champ on stage, and the other waits off.
Ooh! See, you guys see the mix, but that's the trick, is that if he had meter, he could have parried this. If you had meter, you could have parried. That's a sick combo, though. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah, that's the tag launcher. So that's just if you press the assist button with neutral. That's how you do tag launcher. Forward assist and back assist are how you actually call your assists. Will it be free to play? Yes. Dude, baiting burst in this game is actually so satisfying because like the burst like turns red and you get like a free combo.
Will support 1v1, 2v2, and even 2v1 matchups. So don't worry, solo players.
Yeah, to be honest, I think this is the best selling point of the game. I think that was by far like the number one takeaway I had was that playing with two people on a team is the most fun way to play.
Systems are designed to feel fluid and rewarding for players on stage and off screen. And that starts before you even get into a match. Before the game starts, each team can choose to customize how their champs play together with something we're calling the fuse system. With fuses, you can choose.
So yeah, I mostly used double assist fuse because I thought it was easy. Neutral assist is always tag launcher, even out of combos. Yes. If you hold neutral assist, you'll raw tag. But yeah, if you tap neutral assist, you do tag launcher. Yeah. So you can like anti-air tag launcher and stuff if you want.
This allows your team to throw out 2 assists back to back.
Restands being a thing in an old video were restands in the demo. Okay. I will say that an unreleased character has a restand. It's not the character that's going to be at Evo. An unreleased character has a move that restands, but it is a very unfinished character, so it's probably going to change. And we all said that we thought it was OP, so it's probably going to change. But yes, there was one character that had a special move that could restand. Yeah. I don't know what the date of the build that we played was.
To assist, and some of them being chargeable, there is a lot to discover.
Yeah, every character has a forward and a backward assist, and they can be charged.
We're really excited for all the possibilities here and can't wait to see what you come up with. Team play is at the heart of Project L's design and the foundation of the game overall. We know it's a difficult design challenge to get right, but we spent a lot of time figuring out how to make duo play something truly unique and special for you all to enjoy and master.
I'm sure you've got loads of questions, so keep them close, because I have one more thing to tell you all. I'm thrilled to say that Project L will have a playable demo at EVO, where you can come try out the game on the show floor.
Do I think they needed to lock DHC behind a fusion?
No sign up required. Whether you're attending or
You
not,
know, that's
look out for another update.
it's something I thought about.
In the meantime, go check out the 2v2 match between 4 of our devs. Link in the description.
Sorry, I don't want to talk over Tom.
Thank you all.
All right. It's something I thought about because I definitely did think to myself, like, why not just make everyone able to DHC, right? I thought that why not just let everyone DHC, right? Which I think would be fine. I think it would be fine if everyone could just DHC. But I have a theory. I basically have two theories for why why DHC is a fuse. I think they want to make more fuses. They want to just make more fuses that are compelling choices. So having it on a fuse, it's like, well, it's another potential choice. And B, I think maybe it would be too easy to get TODs if everyone could DHC. From what I saw, DHC is the best way to do big damage. Doing a level 1 into a level 2 does a ton of damage. So I think they want you to make the choice. If you want to be able to do a TOD with a DHC on MP3 at E3 at LA, if you want to be able to do a DHC, you have to trade off that you can't do double assist or double tag or anything. So that's my theory. I think L stands for league, but I don't actually know. No snapback in the game. I don't know if they're gonna add snapback, but yeah, in the build that we played, there was no snapback. No block button. You just hold back or down back to block. By the way, parry there's standing parry and crouching parry, by the way. So you have to guess high-low when you parry. It's not like Street Fighter 6. All right, I'll try. Last time I just let this video play, but I'll try to point stuff out in the video this time. Will the game be only for PC or will there be a mobile version too? I doubt there will be a mobile version, but I wouldn't be surprised if the game is on console. But I don't know for sure. I am but a humble YouTuber. Oh, so that was a block. That was his armored attack. Down plus S2. So that's a block and punish. I'm pretty sure parry beats cross up, but I don't think I tested it. Sheesh! So yeah, you can see she burned one orb to get an OTG there. And there's the tag launcher too. That's so sick, dude. Oh, you know... Yeah, parry does lose to throw. You know, this was really how it feels playing Darius. Bro, his brain, yeah, Apology Man playing Echo. Apology Man is just like, okay, I'm about to do the sickest setup ever. I got the clone over here. I'm gonna teleport over to the clone. You have no idea what side I'm about to hit you on. You got no clue. And he's even doing the stanky leg, the cross up normal. So there's a universal cross up in the game. Down plus heavy in the air is always a cross up normal. So every character has a cross up normal. So he's doing the stanky leg, but he's going to teleport back. But Darius just says, nah. Nah. We just press down forward plus heavy. Let's go. That's what it was like for me playing Darius the whole time. I was like, oh, you think you're so smart with your mix-ups and your combos? Watch me press 3 buttons and deal 50%. By the way, every 2L hits low. Every 2L hits low, unlike Dragon Ball Fighters. Can you parry burst? Probably. I don't know if there's any situations where you can parry burst, but you wouldn't be able to block burst. But you can probably parry burst, but I don't know. Do other things cross up? Yeah, like an unreleased character has like a move where they go through you and it crosses up, similar to like, well, I don't want to say what it's similar to. It'll reveal too much, but yeah, there were some characters that had special moves that were like a programmed cross up, you know? Yeah, this is 2v2. So this is Apology Man, and insider info, the 1, 2, 3, 4 is Yohozi versus two of the testers on the game. Oh, yeah, Darius just beating up the assist too. Doesn't even care. Does not even care. Oh, wait, that was so sick. So because the grenade hit late, it put Darius into juggle state, into time slow state. That's so sick. Oh, and that was Last Stand. So that's why. Yeah, that's why that assist was like it was like the ricochet projectile that goes forward and back. Oh, that, by the way, this was a good strat. Was OTG 2L and then like tech chase, like force tech roll. I did this a lot. I think that's a pretty good strat. Because there's so much hit stun scaling that you can't really get a good combo off the OTG. So yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Which player calls assist? You call yourself as an assist, but the person on point is in charge of tagging. Are fuses on cooldown? So not really, because like if you have like double assist fuse, you can do it anytime you call an assist. Like your assist has cooldown. But yeah, like you can just do it anytime you can call an assist. Can you change team size? It's always 2 characters. Always 2 characters. Ooh. Oh, the dash backwards. Let's go, Apology Man. Do you have both their supers as assists on Last Stand? I'm pretty sure you only have one. I'm pretty sure everyone only has one Last Stand. But it's possible that I'm wrong. Like with Darius, I only ever did this Last Stand. This was the only Last Stand I ever did with Darius. I want to see someone's burst get baited. I'm ready. I also want to see a wake up attack because I'm still looking for it because I want to like point out the invincible wake up attacks, but no one's doing them because they probably know they're not very good. In the tournament, we were allowed to play the characters that were very, very unfinished, which, you know, maybe that might have had a negative effect because they weren't very balanced, but I thought it was fun. Ooh. He got ganked right there. The sandwich. Did anything feel unfair in neutral? Other than... You know, I don't want to say Darius, but because Darius is my boy, but Darius does feel a little bit unfair in neutral. My man has like half screen normals, dude. Oh my god. Darius is crazy. So it's 3 normal buttons, 2 special buttons, and then a tag button. Are there counter hits? I think that there's like a counter hit pop-up when you get one, but I'm not sure. Is one of the unfinished characters Magneto? You know, I cannot comment on rumors and speculation. What's the name of the game? You know, I asked, or I didn't ask, but they trolled us. Literally, I can't believe he did this. Literally, Tom Cannon, we were all sitting in a room, and Tom Cannon's, it was the Q&A segment. And someone was like, so can you tell us the final name? Or no, someone was like, does the game have a name or is it actually going to be called Project L? And he was like, do you want to know the final name? And we were like, yeah, tell us the name. And he was like, well, we're not ready to tell you the name yet. And I was like, why did you build us all up like this? So no, we don't know the name. Oh yeah, interrupt, it says counter. Or for counter hit, it says interrupt. True. Are there times when you cannot call assists? So I think just when like you're blocking or being hit. But unlike Marvel, you can call assists even during special moves and even during super jump. So there's no rules like there are in Marvel 2. Yeah, Darius is really, really satisfying. He's definitely the character that like the second I played him, like I understood. I was like, oh, okay. I'm just going to be hitting you from full screen. Dude, it's his S2. I'll see if this Darius goes for it. Oh yeah, that move right there, S2. That move reaches like full screen and it has a follow-up. Did I ask if Teemo would be playable? So, you know what's funny is like they pretty much all the answer that I'm giving you guys when you ask me if so-and-so will be in the game is pretty much what they did too. I was like, oh, like, are they going to put, you know, like Zed or whatever in the game? And they're like, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. It could happen. I don't know. We'll have to see. It was pretty much the exact same experience that I'm giving you guys. Dude, that was like a frame one burst there. Ooh, that was actually such a smooth tag. When you consider the fact that this is 2 people, that's pretty impressive. Is that really Globe Coot? He has the verified checkmark, guys. Do you guys not see the verified checkmark? Is it just me because I'm on like the streamer dashboard? Do I think combos could be more broken than Marvel 2? No. The game has hit stun scaling, so probably not more broken than Marvel 2. Marvel 2 is really broken. Am I an in-game commentator? I wish. You guys should ask them to make me an in-game commentator. Or make me a champion. There we go. How many characters were playable in the build we played? I don't think I'm allowed to say. I'm allowed to say that there were 4 completely finished characters, which will be the same 4 that are at EVO. And then there were some unfinished characters. I think that's all I'm allowed to say. What game modes were we able to see? Literally just training mode and local versus. And training mode was not done. So yeah. Dude, like when you consider the fact that this is 2 people, it's pretty smooth. Like this tag is pretty impressive. I'm pretty impressed that they pulled this off, to be honest. Like, look, that was so sick, dude. Are there special to special cancels? Not really, but a lot of specials have follow-ups. So like Darius, like his S1 and his S2 both have follow-ups. But I don't think there's any special to special. When I say the game is high damage, it feels like a 2-touch game. It wasn't that hard to do 50%, but I don't think I saw any TODs. Did I see any zoners? I cannot comment. These 3 characters are not zoners. I can tell you that. These characters are like a rushdown character, 2 rushdown characters basically, and like a bruiser. Did any matches ever time out? Actually, yes. Especially when we were like really new, there were a lot of timeouts. But once we started figuring out like higher damage combos and stuff, matches started going a lot faster. Is there chip damage? Pretty sure specials chip, but I don't think you can kill with chip, but I could be wrong. Is tagging as punishable as Marvel? Is it more lenient like fighters? Tagging is like really safe. And also when you raw tag, you don't come in with an attack. When you raw tag, you like just come in. Was there security at the event? There weren't like armed guards or anything. But yeah, like they told us what we were and weren't allowed to photograph. And I'm sure they would have, someone would have come up and talked to us if we photographed something we weren't supposed to. But there weren't like dudes with like sunglasses on. You know what I mean? Is there life steal or life leech? Not that I saw. Have I heard about Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2? I did see it. It's pretty cool that they're actually getting to make that. I didn't put super a lot of time into Nickelodeon, but I would be down to try a new one. Every bronze fight will end up in timeout. Well, you know, you would think, right? You would think that, like, well, bronze players don't know combos, so it'll be timeout. But bronze players don't know how to block either. So they'll just be getting hit by, like, unscaled, you know, resets. So I don't think it'll be that much of a problem, but we'll have to see. How much food did I steal from the buffet? You know, in retrospect, I wish I stole way more. Dude, the food there is so good. It's so good. Did they give a timeline for release? They did not. They just made it clear that the game is not, like, about to come out. The game is not going to come out in, like, 2 months or something. It's further out than that. That's pretty much all we know. White and red damage. So red life is recoverable. So if these two switch, Echo will start recovering this life. I think white life is just like the damage of the current combo. So yeah, like that's just to show you, like, this throw did this much damage. Yeah, I think they were saying that basically we're going to have to wait and see how things go for, like, tournament formats. Because I think I would prefer tournaments just being, like, open season where you can be 2v2 or you can be 1v1. But if it ends up that, like, 2v2 is, like, not really viable and just, like, top 8 of every tournament is 1v1, that's a little boring. And then they should probably do separate 2v2 brackets. But they want them to be equally viable. But we'll see if that happens. All right, see you, Globeku. Thanks for stopping by. Who will be the most complained about by scrubs of the 3 shown? Darius. And it's not close. Oh, yeah, by the way, I feel like we haven't seen this much, but in this game, it resets when you kill a character. Have you guys noticed that? Somehow, amazingly, I haven't mentioned this. But there's a cutscene when you kill a character in this game, similar to Dragon Ball. So there's no incoming mix. No incoming mix. But it does remember where you are on screen. So if you're in the corner, you come in the corner. Yeah, everyone has their own meter all the time. So even if you're playing both characters by yourself, there's still 2 meters for your 2 characters. What advice did I give them? You know, there were a few things. Like, I said it's too hard to know when your assist is up. So as an example, like right now, to me, it's really hard to know if Ari is available right now. The only way that you can tell that she's not available is that she's in black and white. But it's such a tiny thing. And when you're looking at this on a screen from, like, you know, sitting back, in my opinion, it's really... That was my number one complaint. Was that it's too hard to know when you're allowed to call an assist. I also said I thought wave dashing back was probably a little too strong. And I also said that they should add play of the game. When you play online... I think it should be like play of the game. And then it shows like a cool combo. So that way, even if you lose, you can still get play of the game. Yeah, I'm sure all this is... I think all the UI is placeholder, but yeah. I said they should put character names on screen. Oh, you guys know. Longtime stream viewers know. That's one of my all-time pet peeves. If a game doesn't have the character name on screen, oh, I'm going to give him hell. Oh, I'm going to yell at him. Are there taunts? Yes. I don't think there's taunts in any of these videos. And you can actually pre-match taunt. So you can actually taunt before the match, and then your character will automatically taunt at the start. And you can just get hit while you're doing this. So no one did it, but that's like the ultimate taunt right there. The pre-match taunt. Dude, I agree play of the game would be great. I think they should do it. I also said that they should have comp stomp. I think there should be something maybe similar to what they do in Dragon Ball where you team up against like the boss. I think there should be some kind of comp stomp mode. How high execution would I say the game is? I would say it's about on par with like Dragon Ball. I think it's about on par with Dragon Ball because I think anybody can do a basic combo in Dragon Ball, and I think anyone can do a basic combo in this. But hard combos are still pretty hard, which I also think hard combos are pretty hard in Dragon Ball. All right, let's continue. So So yeah, Darius has 2 assists. He has this shoulder charge one, which is armored. And then he has the one where he pulls you in. And they both seem really good. And if you're playing double assist fuse, you can do the shoulder charge and then cancel it into him pulling you in, which is just crazy. It's so good. If your partner disconnects, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure that's something that is not finalized, but it would be nice if you get control of both characters, right? That would be nice, right? Do I think this will turn into a League versus Valorant game? No. I don't think they're going to put Valorant characters in because, first of all, it's a League game, so that would be weird, right? It'd be like putting them in Runeterra, which I'm pretty sure they haven't done. And also, wouldn't every Valorant character just have a gun? Wouldn't they all just have like an AK? That doesn't sound very fun to me. Nah, they didn't talk about social features, really. This was pretty much just gameplay focused. There wasn't that much online talk. Yeah, there will definitely be a Discord tournament for this game. Oh yeah, there was a timeout. Yeah, we were talking about if there are timeouts in the game. There's a timeout here in the official footage and everything. No, you cannot play 2 of the same character, which, you know, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing or it's just a thing. Dude, I agree. Play the game doesn't need to be in fighting games. I agree. Ooh, fat parry. So yeah, that's actually a good strat against Darius. Because he has all these attacks that have follow-ups, right? Parry is pretty good against him, but he can just not do the follow-up. And then you burn a meter on parry, so there's counterplay to it. Who would I compare the rushdowns to? Ari plays, you know, like a pretty standard air dasher, I would say. Like, if you played air dashing characters in Marvel, I think she'll feel pretty familiar. Oh, was that a parry? That was clutch. What was that? Am I stupid? Is that parry? Oh no, it's push block. I guess it's push block, but he didn't go anywhere. That's the install. One of Echo's level 1s is an install where he gains a permanent clone that he can teleport to. So yeah, like everything he does, the clone does it like 2 seconds later. I'm pretty sure it's a level 1, right? Yeah, he just used 1 meter for it, so. Which it seems really good for 1 meter, right? So yeah, like every action he takes, the clone is just like a little bit behind. I thought rounds felt pretty long. Like it's definitely not like Guilty Gear Strive where you can die in like 2 seconds, but maybe once we figure out the broken stuff, it'll be more like that. I don't know. Yeah, there were like a couple happy birthdays, but I never saw like an assist like straight up die in one combo. I know a little bit about League, but I quit playing like 5 years ago, so I don't know the new champs. I talked a little bit about champs that I want in the game. I want Annie and Tibbers. I want Yumi. Come on, make it work. I want Teemo. I want Thresh. There are a lot of cool ones. I mostly play ADC and support. So I mostly play the bot lane roles, so those are the ones that I'm most familiar with. They didn't talk that much about monetization, but I think it is probably extremely likely that there will be skins for sale in the game. Dude, what if you get blinded by Teemo and then you can't see the screen? Dude, I know Thresh would be so sick, right? He could be like Ghost Rider with like a range command grab. Dude, that would be so cool. Oh yeah, he just used the defensive guard thing, by the way. This is like a must-use against Darius. Darius will like literally infinite block string you if you don't use it. Do you guys see that? Yeah, right there. So he uses retreating guard, which gets him out of range of the 5C. So that way he doesn't have to get put in the blender. Did they explicitly say they can't tell me the roster size, or they don't know it either? You know, I don't know this for a fact, but I imagine they don't know how many characters will be in the game yet. I imagine they're just going to keep adding as many characters as they can before they're like, okay, we should finally release the game. I don't know anything about monetization, guys. I don't know if there's going to be free currency that you unlock to get the chance. I don't know any of that. They didn't tell us any of that. Is Cassidon's like the gas mask dude, right? That would be cool. They didn't talk about single player. I'm pretty sure they said that it's going to be a multiplayer focused game, just like League. So I wouldn't expect too much in terms of single player content. Nah, see the launch roster at 14, that's not really confirmed. It's just that on the website there are 14 little pictures. But to me, I don't think that confirms anything. I think that's just a web design choice. Do they have unique passives? Not really. Like, Darius can put bleed on you, and then you take chip damage from normals. So there's stuff like that, but would universal air dash make the game better? Probably not. Darius with air dash would be so unhinged. Darius with air dash would be horrible. So no, I think it's fine that, you know, it feels special if you're allowed to air dash. Did they show other stages? I talked about this a little bit already. They showed us 2 finished stages and 1 unfinished stage. And I'm pretty sure the other finished stage is in some of the official like vlogs and stuff, so you can see it there. The line in the HP bar is how you unlock Last Stand. So Last Stand is like the comeback mechanic. You can only do it if one character is dead and the last character is at half-life or below. Any trenchcoat characters? Well, Cape. Cape versus trenchcoat, I don't know. Gino and Project L? Yeah, they'll probably add him. I think multi-hit breaks armor, but to be honest, armor felt pretty OP in general. Well, I mean, like, Darius is the only character with armor in the game right now. So, but Darius armor, I never had a problem. Except when I get thrown. Getting thrown was the main way that my armor would lose. Oh, but yeah, like, bro, my Darius was not having any trouble armoring through stuff, bro. He was getting it in. Have I talked enough about how I think Darius is really good? It's not even that I think he's that good. It's just that he's like obviously the easiest. He's definitely the SF6 Honda. Like, he presents a major problem and it's hard to figure out how to deal with it. How long do you have to handshake tag after you call an assist? Oh, you have a long ass time. It's very similar to Power Rangers. You have a really, really long time to tag, so you can... Oh, and look at how he just made Echo run across the whole damn screen. This is another nice thing about playing with a teammate, by the way. Is that it's pretty hard to do this when you're controlling the main character, right? It's pretty hard to be like doing your attacks and the whole time you have to hold down assist, right? To make him run forward. Because basically if you hold the assist, they run forward, right? So this is pretty hard to do when you're doing attacks with the character too. So it's actually a nice thing when you have a real teammate because they can just focus on doing it themselves, you know? Wait, he did the wake up move? All right, let me back it up. Further? Someone said that Ari combo went hard, so I got to check that out too. Yeah, the OTG orb is so good, dude. Ooh, that combo was nice. Oh, I guess that was a ground tech, huh? Dude, and Darius, he also has back medium is a 2-hit low command normal. So he can do like 4 lows in a row. Yeah, that was it right there. Oh yeah, so people asked about the buttons and combo structure. So it's light, medium, heavy, normals, and then special 1, special 2, and then tag. So it's pretty similar to Marvel 3. Obviously, you can go light, medium, heavy. You can also chain crouching light. So you can do like hold down and then do light, 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 light. Like you can do that like Marvel 3. And you can do like standing medium, crouching medium, standing heavy, crouching heavy. You can do stuff like that. And then down forward heavy is a universal launcher. We were not allowed to capture our own gameplay just because there was so much unfinished stuff that they weren't ready to show. But I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but we'll probably get some new gameplay for you guys before too long. Yeah, there are a lot of command normals. Darius also has an overhead command normal, forward plus medium, but he can't combo off it without assist. I don't think they're ready to talk about consoles, but I imagine this will not be PC exclusive, but we'll have to see. Oh, yeah, see, the defensive guard, the retreating guard is so essential against Darius. No auto combos, actually. The closest thing to an auto combo is you can just do light, medium, heavy, assist, and then you'll do a combo into tag launcher. Which of these 3 characters were my favorite? So I think Echo is the coolest, but I think Darius was the one that I had the most success with. Darius was the easiest one for me to win with. For sure. But I think Echo is the one that I most want to grind in training mode and figure out all his stuff, because he's really complicated. Open beta when? I know, dude. I want one so bad. No, I don't know anything about recommended specs, sorry. I would imagine they probably want League players to be able to play this on their PCs, so I would imagine it's not going to be too demanding, but we'll have to see. Yeah, so that's tag launcher. Check out this combo, though. Yeah, he was a little out of range for the down forward heavy launcher there. I love that combo. Ooh. Ooh. So this is pretty much a 2-touch, right? I mean, it could have been a 2-touch if you did like any real combo. You're from Chicago and you don't know where the locals are at. Well, I think the biggest local is Ignite in Skokie. I've heard it's very, very good. So I would recommend going. Will the game mainly be on console or PC? I think it's going to be both, but I don't think they've talked about it. Are all level 2s cinematic? Pretty sure. Yeah, I was curious if there were any level 2s that would be like installs or like utility supers, but I don't think there were. I think they were all cinematics. Do the characters have the same number of normals? Not really. I think some characters have more command normals than others. Like Darius has a lot. I don't know if Ari has as many. You don't think long combos are a good idea? Well, there's burst at least. You know, at least there's burst. I don't know. I think the combos are cool. Because, like, the thing is, like, Dragon Ball FighterZ, I know some people were saying, like, oh, beginners hate how long combos are in Dragon Ball FighterZ, but Dragon Ball FighterZ was huge, man. Dragon Ball FighterZ had, like, more new players than, like, any fighting game I think I've ever played. There were so many new players who picked up Dragon Ball FighterZ, so I don't think it hurt that game at all. So, yeah. Who's winning the first Project L Evo? Well, yeah, Sonic Fox seems like a pretty good bet, right? The game, there's a lot of shared DNA between this game and Skullgirls, and Sonic Fox won the influencer tournament. Throw is medium plus heavy. You can assign it to a button too. So yeah. since there are two specials, are there special moves tied to those individual buttons plus directions? So yeah, like Darius has like a forward plus S2 and like a down plus S2 and stuff like that. I don't think every character has like exactly 6 specials, like forward, down, back for each button. I don't think they have exactly that many. But yeah, you have different special moves on the same button depending on which direction you place. Yeah, Justin got second, and I think third was Romola plus Kizzy. Or it might have been Diaphone. It was one of those guys. Was the influencer tournament recorded? So they recorded the gameplay on, like, they captured it, but they're not going to release it for a while because it had a lot of very, very early in progress characters. Is 4-player the standard for tournaments? So what they want it to be, there is no standard right now, but what they want it to be is that you can enter tournaments as a duo or as a solo. That's what they want it to be. I don't know if that's what it'll end up being, because in my opinion, it's just better to play by yourself. Like, you just have more potential playing by yourself. A teammate will only hold you back. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the end there end up being duo specific tournaments. But yeah, their vision for the game is that when you queue up online, you can queue up as a solo or a duo. And when you play in tournaments, you sign up as a solo or a duo. That's the vision. But we'll have to see if it actually ends up that way. Nah, no quarter circle forward. The only the only input in the game that is not just direction plus button is super. Super is down special. That's the only input in the game that's not just direction plus button. Give duos 2 fuses. Yeah, they said they don't want to do anything. They don't want to do anything that like makes playing a duo strictly better. Because then it feels like you can't compete if you're playing solo. And they don't want that. They want them both to be viable. Are there invincible wake-up moves? So there is a universal wake-up move. If you press special while you're waking up, your character will do a small invincible attack that has a pretty small hitbox. So that'll beat like throw like if someone's trying to throw you on wake-up. Actually, there's 6 frames of throw and roll on wake up, so throwing someone as they wake up is not that good anyway. But anyway, there is a universal wake up attack, but they didn't feel that strong. Other than that, the only invincible moves are super. Some supers are invuln, and then Darius has an armored attack. How does rank work with 2v1? We don't know anything about how rank works. We don't know anything about how rank works, but yeah, I would imagine it's going to work the same as League. No, we don't know anything about monetization other than I imagine it'll work pretty similar to League. And we know, well, we don't know this for sure, but like they want to do skins. There is strong desire from the developers to have character skins. So favorite Dragon Ball FighterZ character? Krillin, of course. How cool are the cinematic super moves? I think they're pretty cool. Some of them, they don't feel completely finished, some of them. But I think they look pretty cool. Hardest character to adapt to? Well, do you mean the hardest character to adapt to playing as? That's Echo. But hardest character to fight against? Darius. You have to outplay Darius to win because Darius is just easy and strong. And you have to use all the defensive mechanics to beat Darius. See, ooh, like he just did retreating guard. You got to use retreating guard, parry. You got to use all that stuff to deal with Darius. See, retreating guard. Why have content creators showcase the game if it's so far out? Well, I just think that they're ready. Well, that and the game's going to be playable at EVO, right? So they wanted to give people a taste before they get to play it at EVO. So yeah. Yeah, we talked a lot. We gave a lot of feedback about the relative strength of solo and duo. We talked about it a lot. And they really do want them to be equally viable and to just let them be interchangeable in tournaments and in online. But obviously, we're going to have to wait and see if that's how it worked out. Yeah, true. Sonic Fox was not playing. Justin was playing Darius, and Sonic Fox wasn't, and Sonic won. So true. Darius is not a necessity. How does monetization work in League? So it's been a long time since I've played League, so it's possibly changed. But it's my understanding that in League, you slowly get free currency by playing, and you can buy characters with free currency or paid currency. And new characters cost more than old characters. So old characters you can buy for a lot less currency. But costumes are only paid currency. Pretty sure that's how League works right now. So I would guess that that's how this game is going to work too. That you can unlock characters with free currency or paid currency. But for skins, you can only use paid currency. That's my assumption. What does Echo's level 2 look like? I don't actually know if it's in any of the videos, but it's like a badass cutscene. Are we tired of watching the same 4 videos over and over, guys? I'm sorry, this is all I have for now. I'll have more videos once they've shown the 4th character. I might have some more to show you, but there are no auto combos, but I would say the game is pretty easy. I would say the game is pretty much on par with Dragon Ball FighterZ in terms of difficulty. So I think it's pretty easy to start out, but there is difficult stuff in the game. Characters are priced by how hard they are to learn. In League, I did not actually know that. How many more characters are they going to add? We don't know. If you go by the number of black squares on the website, there's going to be 14. But I'm not sure if I believe that. When 2 hitboxes clash, what happens? I think they trade. I don't think there is Guilty Gear clashing in the game. I think it's like Street Fighter 6. They trade. Character tier list video, guys. I already made the 100% accurate tier list. What more could you want? Like, it's right here. 100% factual alphabetical tier list. This is all we need. Does game feel closer to Marvel 3 or MVCI? Well, I don't really want to say MVCI because it's so loaded, you know. But the tag system is not super dissimilar to MVCI. The tag system is very, very similar to Power Rangers. And also similar to Power Rangers, it has wave dashing, but not air dashing, except Ari. So it has some similarities to Power Rangers. Yeah, I just hope they don't add Zed to the game, because Zed's going to be Z tier. No, they should add Aatrox. If they add Aatrox, he'll be all tippy top of A tier. Aatrox is actually unbeatable on the alphabetical tier list. It's like Guilty Gear. It's like Guilty Gear Gatlings. So you can go light, medium, heavy, and you can do like standing into. So you can do like medium into crouching medium, heavy into crouching heavy. You can do that kind of thing. But you can't do heavy into medium or heavy into light. Yeah, they've already said it's going to be a live service game. So from what they say, obviously I can't say that this will be the case forever, but from what they say, there will never be a Project L2. There will never be a Super Project L Arcade Edition. There will just be Project L, and they'll add characters. And they might do events and stuff. Like, I know that's a thing with Valorant. Like, they'll do an event that is like tied into a new character coming out, you know, and there will be like cosmetics and stuff that correlate with it. But yeah, there's just going to be the game, and they're going to add characters to it forever. Yeah, you can happy birthday in the game, but yeah, he's actually doing it right now. But I've never seen someone kill both characters. I've never seen that. It's, you know, it seems like someone's gonna fall out at some point. I've never seen someone successfully kill both characters. How schnasty is the mix? It's pretty schnasty. especially with Echo. Echo's crazy. Oh, the parry into the burst though. So yeah, someone was asking about the name tag. I don't know why the name tag is staying on so long. That might be a bug. But I think the name tag is supposed to be like when someone tags, it's just like more clear why they're in. But I don't think it's supposed to stay for this long. I think that's a bug. The assist takes scaled damage, I'm pretty sure. Because can't we see right here, they take like literally the exact same damage from the combo? So it's not like Marvel 3 where they take extra damage, or like Dragon Ball where they take unscaled damage. Like, look, they take literally the exact same amount of damage. So yeah, I agree. Like, it's really expensive to be a fighting game fan. You're like buying like 4 $60 games a year, plus each one has a season pass. Like, it's crazy. If you want to play like all the big fighting games, it's so expensive. It's crazy. Would playing Dragon Ball get you the most prepared? I would say like Dragon Ball, Power Rangers. There's a little Guilty Gear in there. There's a little Marvel in there. Those are the big ones to me. Our training mode that they gave us was very, very bare bones. They do not have the final training mode ready. The training mode that we got to use was literally just infinite life and infinite meter. There was no like recording or anything like that. Will it run on low-end computers? They have not said, but I imagine they probably want League players to be able to play this game on their computer. So I would imagine that if you can play League, you should probably be able to play this. What can I say about the UI, and do I have any footage of it? You mean like this UI? Or you mean like the menus? I don't have any footage of the menus. Yeah, there's not that many people playing Power Rangers, but there's a Discord. If you go on the Power Rangers Discord, you can find people to get matches with. Yeah, I actually did back when I streamed on Twitch, I did a stream where I went through the entire League roster and ranked the characters based on how much I wanted them. It was a pretty boring stream, to be honest. I don't think people liked it. But I think number one I want right now is probably Thresh or maybe Yumi. I just want to see how they would do Yumi. Can you burst out of Happy Birthday? No. And this is important. Because the assist is the one that does the bursting, you actually can't burst if the assist is on screen or being hit or anything like that. So yeah, if you see, so you see how when he bursts, it's actually Echo that does the burst, right? So the assist is in charge of bursting. So yeah, if Echo's getting hit, he can't burst, which is huge. So if you call a bad assist, not only do you get Happy Birthday, but you lose access to burst too. So calling a bad assist is very punishing. Very, very punishing. Closest to Milia is Ari. Ari is the only air dasher in the game right now. Oh yeah, someone asked earlier, which is harder, to be the one who starts out or to be the one in the back? I think to be the point character is harder because that kind of dictates the match. Like if you're the point character and you lose your character really fast, you kind of screwed everything up. It's a lot harder to make a comeback than it is to steamroll, right? In general, in these types of games. So yeah. I would say if you want to be carried, I think being the assist is the way to go. If you know that your teammate is a better player than you and you want to be carried, you should put yourself as the assist. Highest damage I've seen done in a single combo. So Sonic Fox could do 80% meterless. But I think that that's bugged. I think that's going to get patched. Sonic Fox found a combo that I think exploited some kind of move not getting damage scaled. So Sonic Fox did 80% meterless. But outside of that, I saw people were doing like 60, 70, 80% with DHCs. I think meterless people were topping out around 50%. Does it feel finished gameplay wise, or is it still janky? I think for the finished characters, it feels like 90% finished. There are some things that feel a little unfinished, like especially the UI feels a little unfinished, and then I think wake up attacks. I think they should probably rework wake up attacks. Wake up attacks don't feel good at all, but those are like the two main gameplay things that I think don't feel right. Everything else, I think it feels like a finished game, and like level 3 animations look a little unfinished, but yeah, other than that, I think the game feels really finished. Oh no, where'd my this thing? Nope, wrong window. This thing. Here we go. Here, I'll just show you guys this video again real quick, because I wanted to show you guys the UI. Is there a point to tagging besides recovering health? Well, you can use tag for like mix-ups. So like you call the assist, and then wherever the assist is, you know, if you tag into them, they have to block that way. So you can do cross-ups with the assist and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure everyone has equal health.
Hey, Draggle's here.
I don't know if that's going to change, but I'm pretty sure as of now, everyone has equal health. So yeah, this is the only other like bit of UI that we saw at all was this screen. So this is your team select. So yeah, like if you want to play solo, you just put one controller over here. If you want to play a duo, you just each put a controller here, and that's how it works. So you can do 2v1, 2v2, 1v1, 1v2.
Is the debut of a full match played by the devil.
Why wasn't Jinx playable? Well, I cannot comment on unrevealed characters, but I will just tell you, there is a 4th character that will be playable at EVO who is finished. Well, as finished as these other 3 characters, so like 90+% finished. Everyone else is not ready to be shown. Everyone else is in development. So there are 4 characters that are 90+% finished. It's these 3 plus the one that's going to be shown at EVO.
On the first team, we have half the flip.
Am I going to spend time with fighters if rollback comes? Yes. I'm definitely going to jump back in and play fighters if it gets rollback. I probably will still focus on SF6, but yeah,
When these two duos
I'm gonna play some fighters.
maximum dread. Cheer them all on and check it out. I mean, Orb is always going to be
I can literally not say if their name isn't Ari, Echo, or Darius. I cannot say anything, guys. If I speak, I am in big trouble. Yeah, so special moves are all direction plus special buttons. So there's special 1 and special 2, and then like forward plus special 1 is a different move than like back plus special 1, and etc. Are they planning to ever stop support for this game? Well, no, not yet. I mean, like, I don't think you make a game and you go, okay, we're going to stop support for the game 2 years after it comes out. No, I think they're going to make the game, they're going to release it, and then, you know, as long as there's people still playing it and buying the new characters and stuff, I think they're going to support it forever. There is not going to be a Project L2. There's just going to be the one game. Dude, I know, I love this Ari color. Actually, did we get to see Morrigan Ari? Is she in any of these videos? Hang on. No, that's default. Is it all default? Say it ain't so. Surely. Wait, maybe P2. No? So there's a Morrigan color for Ari. Dude, they only ever played one Ari player. Anyway, it might be somewhere in one of these. It's somewhere they might have released Morrigan Ari color, but it's sick where she has like green hair. Dude, it's so good. Yeah, it's gonna be a free-to-play game. It uses Magic Series Gatling. Is it like Marvel or Guilty Gear? It's pretty similar to Marvel 3 because it's light, medium, heavy. So you can do like, you can chain crouching light. So if you hold down, you can do like light, light, light. And you can do 5M, 2M, 5H, 2H. You can do that kind of thing. How many devs did I meet? Oh, a bunch, like a dozen probably. Like devs and testers both, probably like a dozen. Oh, it's in the dev video. Hang on. By the way, I hate this. Does anyone else? You guys see that? I swear it looks like I have prawn open on my computer, bro. I hate. Bring back the blue bird. Bring back the bird, Elon. Where's that blue bird at? Yeah, Sonic played Ari plus unreleased character. I played Darius plus unreleased character, and Justin played Darius plus Ari. No, I don't think you can do level 2 into level 2 with DHC. I don't think you can. We just have to pay for skins? Well, we don't really know yet. Oh yeah, that's the Morgan color. Purple and seafoam green.
This allows your team to throw. You ready?
As well as against them. It's a
Dude,
this means that
this color is so sick. It's so sick. What was I saying? Yeah, we don't really know about monetization. I'm sure that skins will cost money. But we don't really know anything about monetization. I don't know if characters will be free. I don't know if characters will be like you can buy them with free currency like League. It'll probably be like that. I don't know. Are there snapbacks? No. I don't know if they're going to add snapbacks, but probably not. Dude, Darius is so nasty. How hard will this game feel? To be honest, this game's easier than Street Fighter. Like, the only way that this game is harder than Street Fighter is that there's long combos. But it's not like the combos are like hard timing. No, I can't, guys. I can't talk about any characters that we've like. Listen, guys. Hold on. I already talked about this, but let's see. Project L. So guys, listen. No matter what characters are on your screen, I am forbidden from talking about them. If their name is not Ari, Echo, Ari, Echo, Darius, they don't exist to me. Ignore anything that's on screen. I'm not allowed to talk about it. I can talk about these guys though. Opinions on visual clarity. I think visual clarity is good except this. I think it's hard to see when your assist is up. But I'm sure they're going to fix that because like everybody complained about that. Dude, Darius level 3. Is unreleased character going to be at the Evo? There are going to be 4 characters in the Evo build. So there will be one more character that I am currently allowed to talk about. There will be one more character. Your player count kind of low. Yeah, we looked at the Steam charts. Breaking NDA. Guys, I'm never going to break NDA for this game. I want to be re-invited. Okay? I will never break NDA. That Darius ult did Geef damage? Hold on, let me see. How much did he do? Darius does so much. Oh, and he got the rolling hit stun. So he hit with the tip, which means he gets the rolling hit stun. So he could actually do a meterless combo after this if he wants. Okay, so the health bar started here. Oops, my mouse is moving on its own. It started here. Okay, that was like 50%. I think damage is good because I think that I think that if you do good combos, it's a 2-touch game, which I think is about right? So really it's a 4-touch game because you have to kill 2 characters. And really it's probably more than a 2-touch game because if they find a way to tag out, they regenerate some of the health, so you might need to do 3 touches to kill the character. So I think damage is in a pretty good place. Darius is not a grappler. He's like an armored bruiser. His only command throw is like a follow-up attack, so he can't command throw whenever he wants. Will there be characters? I'm afraid I can't talk about that. Top 5 characters I want to see. Okay, so other than Thresh, I think like Annie and Tibber, Teemo, Yumi. I like saying Yumi just because people get mad. Yumi and I don't know, Zed maybe? Do fuses have a dramatic effect on how you play? Yeah, I would say so. Especially double tag and double assist really change the way you play. Do I think Echo will make it in? Tough question. They might cut him. They saw that I put him E tier on my alphabetical tier list, so they're going to cut Echo. What archetype do I think is missing and would fit well? Well, no zoners in this build. And you guys know I love zoners. I would love to see Thresh as a normal zoner. Like Thresh as like a Ghost Rider / Dhalsim / Axel. That would be sick. Oh, there's Morgan. Morgan Ari. That's what I want. No Shoto. Yeah. I mean, I guess like Guilty Gear type games. Okay, I guess Kai is a Shoto. Yeah, you're right. There is no Shoto. There is no one with a regular fireball. The only projectiles in the game are like Ari's like short range things, and then Echo's like slow grenade. Those are really the only yeah, a healing character would be really interesting. The only problem I think with a healing character could be timeouts. A healing character could cause timeouts. That's the only issue I see. And timeouts are kind of anti-fun for people. Almost slipped up and confirmed Morrigan. No, it's the Morrigan color for Ari, guys. I'm not gonna get in trouble for leaking Morrigan, am I? Do I think meter builds should be higher? I've seen people say this, and I could see the argument for sure. It does feel like you don't get that many like uses of meter per round. You don't get that many. Tryndamere with Dark Phoenix tech, guys. I in a video I did a while ago, I said they should put Udyr. Udyr would be, is it Udyr or Udyr? Either way, that would be really cool with stance changes, don't you think? That would be really cool. Yeah, I think they could do a puppet character for sure. I think Annie and Tibbers would be a sick puppet character. I would love... And oh, actually, I forgot. Another character I think would be really cool would be Gnar. Gnar, and he's a zoner that turns into a bruiser. Wouldn't that be sick, dude? If Gnar is like zoning you out with the boomerang and stuff, and then he transforms, then all of a sudden he's like Juggernaut. That would be so cool. Yeah, I think that level ones don't feel very special. Which, like, it is what it is. Like, you can't, like, completely break the flow of the match every time someone does a level 1. But a level 1 is called an ult. They're called ults. So I think they should feel more special. Because, like, when you land an ult in League, that's, like, your big moment. So, yeah, I think a lot of level 1s don't feel impactful enough. I agree. Yeah, Shyvana would be sick with transformation. Is Charm a hit grab? You mean her level 3? It's blockable. I don't know if it like beats armor or anything. Oh, you know who else would be cool? Is Who's the Scarecrow? That would be really cool too. Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks would be sick too. I love. Did you guys play TFT? I forget if it was last set or the set before, where they did TFT and Fiddlesticks was like a tier 5 unit, and he would just sit there T-posing, and then he would like absorb souls as people died, and then he would like pop and he would be like "Brah!" and just like float around like sucking everyone's soul. He was so sick, dude. He was so sick in TFT. 1 to 10, how would I rank the difficulty? So it's pretty hard. It's hard. Like, just gut check, I would say it's like a 6. But it's hard because, like, Dragon Ball FighterZ, I would say Dragon Ball FighterZ is probably a 6 or a 7. But the thing is, high-level Dragon Ball FighterZ is one of the hardest fighting games. Dragon Ball FighterZ at high level is ridiculously hard. So it's pretty hard to say, right? Like, Dragon Ball FighterZ is a very easy game when you're first trying it out. But like tournament Dragon Ball FighterZ is incredibly difficult. So I feel like this game is kind of like that too, where like you can start doing stuff really fast, but yeah, it gets hard fast. I also really like I feel like team games. This might be a hot take coming from a fighting game player, but I feel like team games have an extra layer of complexity that doesn't exist in 1v1. Coordinating with a teammate adds a new level of difficulty. Like doing anything with a teammate is just like inherently harder, I think, because you have to work together. So yeah, I think the team mode is really special. I think it's really awesome. I also think that the team mode might actually be easier if you're a beginner, because one of the hardest parts of playing a team game is attacking and calling assists at the same time, like weaving the assist in and out. Like most new players in a team game just never call assists. So I feel like having a teammate can actually help with that when you're new. But yeah, I think at high level, playing by yourself is just better. It's just stronger because there's less room for error. But I think for learning the game, playing with a teammate is really good. And it's more fun, so I prefer it. Do I think the game could help drop the price of fighting games and make them more accessible price-wise? Well, I don't think like they're going to be like, all right, Street Fighter 7 is only $40 now. Like, no, I don't think that's going to happen. But I think if this game does well, it will probably encourage more free-to-play fighting games for sure. For sure. Could items be included? You know, I was actually thinking about this because items are such a core part of League, right? It's like strange to just like not have any kind of items at all in the game. But I think if they were going to do it, they would have to do it like as part of a single player mode. Because it's like, what are you going to do? Like make people who have more hours in the game have an advantage because they have more items, you know? It's the same with like runes and masteries. Like, I don't think they would put anything like that in the multiplayer. Maybe they could replace fuses with items. Like just rename the fuses to different items. I don't know. So I don't think there's going to be any kind of item thing. I don't know. Is this game harder than Marvel 2, 3, or Skullgirls? No, those games are way harder than this game. In some ways. Obviously, execution-wise, those games are definitely hard. This game's execution is not that hard. But yeah, in general, those games... Marvel 2 is one of the hardest fighting games ever. And so is Marvel 3. And Skullgirls is kind of hard in its own way. This loading screen is taking forever. Sorry, I didn't know. I was thinking about ending the stream because I felt like all the questions had been asked, but now people are still asking them. So I'll just let this play while I talk more.
14 times the charm. Ooh, are we hurting each other for sport?
Any cool Easter eggs or references? I'll have to think about it. I feel like surely there were some, but I can't really... Nothing is coming to mind, really. Was there music in the demo? There was music, but it was really quiet. I couldn't really hear it. And there is music in these videos. But it's like very quiet. I feel like the character noises are a lot louder. Pick ban system? No, I don't. They're not really gonna do that because, for one, you can't disable mirror matches, right? Like, it can't be like League where if I pick Ari, the other team can't have Ari, right? Like, that would be so bad in fighting games, right? So, like, having, like, drafts doesn't really make sense for that reason. And then, like, in fighting games, I think it should be possible to be a one-trick and not get banned out. Like, fighting games are a lot more about mastering one character than League is. League is about learning a bunch of different characters, but fighting games are a lot more about... It should be possible to master one team and play them without getting banned out, in my opinion. Oh, will Pikachu be in Project L? Yeah, you know, never say never. Why are tag fighters not as popular? And do I think Project L can avoid those pitfalls? Are they not? Dragon Ball Fighters is one of the most successful fighting games of all time. So I don't really agree that tag games are not as popular. Dragon Ball Fighters is so huge. So I don't really know about that. I do think that it is an obstacle to have a game where you have to learn multiple characters. I think that is an obstacle for some people because it does take more work to learn more characters. So that's why in Dragon Ball they made everyone kind of play the same, and they gave everyone target combos or auto combo, and everyone has the same B&B. Like, everyone can do like 2M, 5M jump cancel launcher. Like, Dragon Ball Fighters is a team game, not a tag game. What does that even mean? How is Dragon Ball Fighters less of a tag game than Marvel? They're the same, right? So anyway, yeah, I do think that learning multiple characters is a lot harder. So I think that's a consideration, but I think that the fact that you can team up with someone will probably help make up for that. We're talking BB Tag, Cross Tekken, etc. Well, this isn't one of those. This is a team game by that definition. If you mean a game where if one character dies, you lose, this is not one of those. This game does not have auto combo, no. I would say the closest thing to auto combo in the game is that you can do light, medium, heavy, and then team launcher. So like light, medium, heavy, press tag button, and that'll tag in your teammate, and then they can do light, medium, heavy in the air. That's the closest thing. Tag is 2 characters. Wait, so are you really saying that Marvel 3 is a team game and MVCI is a tag game? That's crazy, guys. Also, Tekken Tag is one of the most popular games from the PS2 era. Tekken Tag was huge. Anyway, in my opinion, the real differentiator is like assist games and non-assist games, right? Like, I would say Marvel is a very, very different game than KOF. They're completely different because KOF you can't call assists other than one of the weird ones, like 11 or something you can call assists. Or not 11, like 9. Anyway, I think all assist games are kind of part of the same genre, whereas KOF is not one of those, even though it's a team game. Anything make burst meter fill faster? I actually don't know. I don't know if being hit gives you more burst meter. I actually don't know. I haven't paid attention to it. Blink once if unnamed playable character was Jinx. Guys, I blink all the time. My eyes get dry. I have to blink. We can't use this communication system. Will they have party mode like in SF6? Oh, you mean like with bulls running on the screen and stuff? They're not really ready to talk about that. I wouldn't be surprised if they have some casual modes eventually. It might not be in at launch, but because you know how like League has like ARAM and like Twisted Tree Line or whatever, like League has non-standard modes. I wouldn't be surprised if they have something like that, but I doubt they're targeting that for launch. Any skins I want? Well, you know, I hate to say it, but I think I want BTS, not BTS. I want KDA skins. I mean, KDA skins would be pretty choice. Pretty choice. Other than that, I think it would be cool if they did like holiday skins. You know, if it was like Halloween, they gave people Halloween costumes. Christmas, they gave them Christmas costumes. I think that'd be cool. Twisted Tree, like, guys, listen, can you tell it's been like 5+ years since I played League? What was the one with the manatee, like Earth mode or whatever? They should put that in this game. But I gave them feedback that I think there should be some kind of comp stomp mode that is like not just fighting the computer. Like, think in Dragon Ball, you can like fight the superpower bosses, like you and 2 friends fight the bosses. Like Dr. Doya makes all those videos where he fights them. I think they should do something like that in this game, because I don't know. Do you guys think that like fighting against the AI is like a pretty core part of League? Because I actually do feel that way. Maybe it's because I'm a casual noob, but I actually feel like fighting the AI with your friends is a pretty big part of League for me. Like comp stomps. I find it really fun when I want to learn a new champion and stuff. So I think if they had something in the game that was like there was more to it, whether it was like fighting a boss, or whether there were like special things happening on stage, or whether you like gather EXP and items or something, some kind of team up versus the AI mode, I think would be really cool. In my opinion. Dude, yeah, like Streets of Rage mode, yeah, something like that. Ooh, yeah, like Baron. Yo, Baron and the dragon. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like something. If they just do like something that isn't literally just fighting AI. You know, something to beef it up. I think would be really cool. So those were like my main suggestions, where I think there should be some kind of fun comp stomp mode, and then there should be play of the game. Play of the game would be so sick. Play of the game would be so sick, dude. Because then, like, even if you lose, if you landed like a sick 20-hit combo, it would like show the replay of the combo. That would be so sick. I want that in the game so bad. I know that's not even in League, but it should be. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Make the AI as good as the devs. That would be cool. I don't know if it's possible. I feel like the only time fighting game AI is good is when it just like reads your inputs, which is not that fun to fight. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I think that's about all I have to talk about. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll give you seven minutes. We'll end at 6:30 my time. 7 minutes if you have any other lingering questions, not about the extra characters past these 3, and not about monetization. So neither of those. I can't talk about those. But anything else I'll talk about. No unrevealed characters and no monetization talk. But I'll give you 7 minutes if there's any more questions. Do I think grabs are underpowered? I think maybe it would be cool if you could combo off grab in the corner or something. I don't think they're underpowered, but yeah, like it feels stronger to mix up with cross-ups and high-low than it does with grabs for sure. I think it would be cool if in certain situations you could combo off grab. How many frames is parry? I think it's first frame. Like it's instant. Unless you mean how many frames is it active? I think it's like 7 or 8. It's not that much. 2024 or 2025 more likely? I don't know. I'm sorry. I hope 2024. I hope. I don't want to wait till 2025. But maybe if it's 2025, maybe we'll get a beta next year. I don't know. The input buffers, they feel pretty standard for a modern game. Like there is definitely an input buffer to make links work, but I don't know how big it is. It feels pretty standard. Do I see myself sticking with Project L or returning to it from time to time when it comes out? Well, you know, it's going to depend on a lot of factors, like how fun I think the game is and stuff, but I think it has the potential to be, yeah, like a main fighting game. For sure. Can I even say if the unreleased character was fun to play? Every character I played was fun to play, guys. Of course, of course, of course. What does the second player do while waiting for tag? They call assists and they burst. That's pretty much what they do. Yeah, I will have new video footage when the new character is announced. Yeah, Well, actually, I'll be at Evo when that happens, but yeah, when I get back, I'll have new stuff. Should Darius be buffed? We were all already complaining about how OP Darius is, so probably not. Yeah, rumors of another Persona fighting game. I saw one of the developers or something said that Persona fighting game is not dead or something, so that's hype, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. What is my fighting game character? Like my favorite? Sentinel from Marvel 2, dude. Sentinel is such a G, dude. I love Sentinel. How do I feel about one-button specials? I think it's fine. I don't really love it or hate it. I think it's fine. It's the way they want the game to play. You know, they want it to be like a Smash Brothers type thing. So, is there a point when your assist is locked out? Yeah, if you're getting hit or blocking, you cannot call assists. You can only call assists when you have like control of your character. No, I did not get to record my own footage. I only have the footage they provided us. Which characters do I want to see in the roster? I've already answered this one a bunch, but I'm solidifying my top 5 list here of characters I want. I want Annie and Tibbers, Teemo, Yumi, Thresh, and who was the other one? Fiddlesticks, maybe? Harder than Undernight or Melty. I would say those games, basic stuff is way, way harder in those games. In this game, it is 1,000 times easier to do basic stuff than it is in Melty or Undernight. But I think like hard combos are equally hard, probably. Do I think the assist command input is weird? It's a little weird. Like sometimes I press assist and the assist doesn't come out, and it turns out it's because I wasn't holding a direction. You have to hold left or right to do an assist. So it's a little weird. Yeah, Yumi, because I think it would be funny. I think it would be really funny. Do I think teams and solos should be separated into brackets? I think it just depends on how the game turns out. If it turns out that duos are actually viable, then yeah, I think they should be in the same. But if it turns out that duos can't compete with solo, then yeah, I think there should probably be duo-only brackets as well. Yeah, they said they want the game to be fully playable on stick or on keyboard. Yeah, the game is designed to be playable on keyboard or controller or stick. Mustard colored Darius cape, true. Yeah, Lee Sin would be cool, but he won't make my top 5. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Yumi, they should make Yumi be like solo. So like the Yumi player can like do assist stuff, but the solo character is just like super buff. That's what I think they should do. Playmaking support like Blitzcrank, Thresh, or Nautilus. That would be cool. I mean, guys, you say any chance I will consider? Guys, I'm just a player. I have no input on what characters get added to the game. But yeah, I think all 3 of those characters have the potential to be really cool. Are they going to be able to keep the class fantasy of ADCs without making them all zoners? It's a good question. Like, how do you put Caitlyn in the game and not just have her like shoot you with a gun a bunch? I don't know. They'll have to figure it out. Yeah, you can burst at any time. In the air or on the ground. Will the game have poros? I hope so. They're cute. Are there any command grabs? Darius has a command grab follow-up to one of his specials, but he can't do it without doing the special first. Colors were different for characters, but there were some themes like color 3 was like reddish for everyone so that you could match easily. It was kind of like that. Kind of like Dragon Ball, I think, where like if you pick color 5 for your whole team, they'll roughly match, even if it's not exactly. Anyway, guys. Okay, last one. Should the game be played on keyboard? I played on stick, but I think the game seems perfectly fine to play on keyboard if that's what you like. The only weird thing about playing on keyboard, I think, is up to jump. Feels a little weird to have it on W, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, jump cancelable normals like launcher is jump cancelable, but not on block. So nothing is jump cancelable on block, but some normals are jump cancelable on hit, like launcher. Okay, I'm done for real, guys. That was the last one. The jump cancel one was the last one. Okay. we're gonna end the stream, guys. Holy cow, that was a fun one though. That was a lot of fun. Hope you guys learned some stuff about the game, and obviously there will be way more to show after Evo because a bunch of us are gonna get to play it. So if you're going to Evo, it's a week from Friday. Oh my god, it's so close. A week from tomorrow. Jeez, Evo is a week from tomorrow. That's crazy. So yeah, if you're going, get in line. Because a lot of people are going to want to be playing Project L, myself included. I'm going to be holding out, waiting in line. So anyway, that's it, guys. Tomorrow, JM Cup Street Fighter 6 team tournament tomorrow. So don't miss it. I'll be streaming that as well. Same place. See you then. Bye, everybody.